How do you know which card you should use for your primary card? When you're dealing with multiple credit cards, you have your miscellaneous bills and expenses that are meeting the monthly obligation for those multiple cards. And that's the only thing that should be going on those multiple cards is those miscellaneous bills and expenses that you're matching to that card. But with your primary card is the one that you're using day to day. And when you use your primary card, you're using it exclusively for budgeted day to day items. So you're making payments on that primary card weekly or bi weekly to pay for those budgeted items, which include your groceries and your gas, stuff that you have to get anyway. So when you make these weekly or biweekly payments to cover what you spent for your groceries and your gas, then that eliminates the need to pay a monthly minimum for that card. So, for example, if let's just say hypothetically that you get paid weekly and that your budget is $100 for groceries for the week, $50 for gas for the week, and $25 for miscellaneous. So that's really low. But let's just say hypothetically that you have a budget for your primary card for $175 a week. Well, if you put that 175 on there for that week and then you pay on your card, let's say your primary card has this $252 monthly minimum. Well, the first week you make your payment of $175. The second week you're going to make your payment for $175. So now that's $350 that you have made in payments to your primary card to cover your groceries and your gas. The third week that you're getting your groceries and gas, you've put another 175 on it because that's your budget. Now you've made payments of $525 onto that card. And by the end of the month, you have made $700 in payments onto your primary card, which more than meets that $252 minimum. And same thing if you're biweekly. If you have, groceries, you've got a budget for 300 for the next 2 weeks. You've decided that you're going to have $100 for gas and $100 for miscellaneous. Well, that's your $500 budget. The first time you make your payment onto your primary card for those budgeted items, that $500, if your card has a $252 minimum payment, then you've more than met that. And by the end of the month, you've put $1,000 onto your primary card. So that's why your primary card is always going to be the one with the highest minimum payment due, because your groceries and your gas are more than likely going to make that minimum payment for you so that you don't have to do it for that entire month. The only thing you have to watch for is when you're first getting started, that you make sure that very first payment, you're not going to be late whenever that monthly minimum is due. But then beyond that, you're making payments weekly or biweekly on your primary card. And so you no longer have to worry about a monthly minimum on that card and meeting that obligation, because your groceries and your gas will do it for you.